So here it is. Yolanda has 8 years on the job, and Brandon has been with the LAPD for 15 years. He's a former Marine, and they both love country music.
Actually, it's great music, and I think, it's very patriotic, and I think it's a good little, connection also with law enforcement and country music.
Yeah, I've been to country concerts most of my life, listened to country music, but what we did observe out there, and specifically in Vegas, was police officers wearing their shirts. There was a lot of law enforcement shirts out there, the thin blue line shirts with the flags on them. There was a lot of fire department that I saw, and just looking at people, and you can tell that they're police or military. There's a lot of military folks out there as well. A lot of families, a lot of great people that I saw throughout the 3 days.
You served time, didn't you?
In the Marine Corps?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did time in the Marine Corps. I was in and out for 18 years, did a solid 9 years total, and I've been out for a few years now.
Were you ever deployed overseas?
Yes, sir. One deployment in 2004, and I went out there with 2-5, and I was with an infantry unit, and I served in Ramadi, Iraq.
Wow. So let's go to the concert. You'd been there all weekend long?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Was it a good weekend?
It was, yes.
I told you, it's on the ground. Those are shots? Shots fired? It sounded like it. Yes, it did. And if they're messing with us, get down. Who's messing with us? Those are gunshots, ain't they? That's the speaker. Is it shots or what? Sounds like it's electrical. You see the screen? Oh yeah, it's electrical. No, I'm not going to relax.
Touched on it a little bit, but when the second volley went off, it was much louder. I immediately recognized gunfire. Just with the military and law enforcement background, I immediately recognized gunfire, and at the same time that this is going on, I'm seeing people drop. And if you're looking at the stage,
drop down or get hit?
Looked like they got hit. I immediately knew gunfire, and then I saw people get hit, and I saw people drop. And if you're looking at the stage, from our position, we were about the 7 o'clock, and the Mandalay Bay was off to the 1 o'clock position, and it was just to the right of the stage. So we had a clear view of the Mandalay Bay. I didn't have any idea where the gunfire was coming from. I thought it was coming from inside the venue because as loud as it was,
echoing?
It was echoing, and then the microphones up on the stage were picking up the gunfire, and now it was making the gunfire almost come out in a 360 direction. So it was all the way around you, but where I first heard it from and where I saw the victims drop was directly about our 1 o'clock, and it was just off to the right of the stage where we can see the Mandalay Bay. So I saw a lot of people, probably 8 to 10 people drop right there, and I knew it was gunfire at that point. I thought the suspect was inside the venue.
No, they're right next to the fucking speaker. It's popping. It's a model racket. We all went to fucking elementary school. I know, but it still hurts. I know. Don't run. Why would you run? Stay where you are. Run. I need to take a video. No. You're good. Fucking fake gunshot. Everybody, damn it. The bottle rockets, you can hear it. It's like an M8. What? It's like an M8. Yeah, it's a little fucking. Buy that shit deal in high school. Not what a gunshot sounds like. Yeah, they're moving. Let's go. That's not.
Just based on the noise, on how loud it was, and how many people I see get shot, you know, probably 60 yards from us, 70 yards from us. I see all these people go down, and that's when I knew it was gunfire.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it was, you know, like it was consistent gunfire. There was no pause. Yeah, I mean, after the first,
so
yes, it was automatic. Yeah, so after the first volley, the second volley started, and it just, you know, kept going.
Confusion about where the bullets were coming from, or even if they were bullets. Some were frozen in panic. Others fled for their lives.
Down first, and that's where I was trying to get to.
In talking to people that were at the concert, a lot of people thought that the gunman was in the crowd in the front over there by the stage. Right?
Yes, sir, and that's looking back at it, that's because he was shooting from that direction. Yeah. But what made it worse was these are weapons that are being fired automatic, so it's much louder. Now you're getting a lot of echoes, but then also those microphones picking up this sound was making it a lot louder than it was.
Sounding like it's coming from the stage because those speakers are right at the stage. There,
yes, sir.
Right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. And again, that's where I saw all the casualties initially. And that's where I saw people getting hit.
These crowd mics right here, I don't want that crowd. I want that crowd. I want to hear individual people. So I'm hitting mics. I'm going to come way down. I want to hear cotton candy, cold beer. I want to hear people. I want to occasionally actually lower my crowd mic volume so that because I'm actually getting crowd and not just a big wash of sound.
All right, thanks, Jason.
There's a variety of microphones that we use covering the NBA. Anywhere from Omni lavaliers to cardioid boundary mics to cardioid short condensers to multi-pattern large diaphragm mics and long hypercardioid shotguns and short shotguns. I'll use up to 5 VP89 long shotguns, having them on all of my handheld cameras on the court, and I also use a variety of short VP89s along the scorer's bench and pan those hard left and right, hearing the ball bounce from that, using short shotguns along spaced up and down the sides of the court, and using hard panning so that you hear the movement from left to right and right to left. For the slapback, so the Omni mic below will capture the swish of the net, and the high mic will capture the clank and the bounce back of the rim after a slam dunk. It can be a challenge because every arena is different. So typically, I'll come in and I'll survey the arena, I'll look at where the PA is, and to see how close I can get to the people, and then based upon those decisions is where I will place my microphones.
In addition to what the band is doing, we'll put up 4 or 8 or 16 audience mics, depending on the size of the venue. I mean, for Rush, we used 14 audience mics. In a bar, I'll use 4. In a place like Massey Hall, I'll use 6. Like a 2,000-seat hall, I'll use 6. At a hockey rink like the ACC, we'll use a dozen mics. And at a place like the Sky Dome, you might use 16 or so. Like you're really trying to make it sound big. If you only put up 2 mics for audience in the Sky Dome, it sounds like there's 500 people there. It's just the mics just pick up whatever they're near, and so it doesn't sound the way it looks. So every time you add a mic, it's almost like you're overdubbing another 1,000 people. It just gives you more depth and more options. So we'll have a couple of shotguns on stage, a couple of cardioids on stage. So the shotguns will pick up the individual claps, and the cardioids will give you the big wah. And then you maybe hang a couple from the ceiling to get the big arena sound, because that's a certain sound.
Just Omnis, or?
Yeah, and they're already there. Like generally at any hockey rink, they've got 3 or 4 mics up there for hockey already. And so you just ask the house guy, hey, look, rather than us running 600 feet of cable up to the roof of the ACC, can we just tap off the hockey mics? And like some of the shows, when we do the Junos, there's a guy just doing audience. There's like Mike Molyneux's there with a 48 input Yamaha console and 20 audience mics, and he's just doing the audience mics. He's there for 2 days hanging audience mics in the hockey rink.
That much energy devoted to that.
Yeah. And so there's a guy sitting in the video truck, and he's got my feed on a fader. So all the bands 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. He's got Guillaume's feed on another 5-1 fader. Bands 2, 4, 6, 8. He's got the audience mics from Mike Molyneux, and then what he's controlling on his console are the hosts and the playbacks off video. So he's got
This is my life. about the first grade. Let's sing it together. Sing God bless America, land that I love. Let's stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountain to the prairie, to the ocean, like the dawn. Sing it now, say God bless America, my home, sweet home. Come on, Vegas, sing God bless America, my home, sweet home. Make some noise!
Woo!